The fuck is up, guys? This is Order of Opinion, and today we are breaking down the new release, The Fate of the Furious.
Yep.
The fakest and the most furious. Fucking, why are we doing this? Because we're about to be coming out with the Fast and the Furious fucking movie series rankings and breakdowns.
Yep.
Ramblings.
Did it. Yep.
Fucking killing it. All right, why are we doing that? Because we fucking love to. No, this actually ended up being a really good fucking series, and I didn't expect that to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so weird because my whole life, I just decided I don't want to watch Fast and the Furious. And then I did, and I was like, oh, fuck, this is the best thing that was ever created. Which, to shout out some previous episodes, was the exact opposite of how I felt about X-Men. What are the episodes numbers on that?
We broke down all the movies in X-Men. Just finished them all. Just sort of threw them at you.
Yeah, we didn't care at the end. But you can find those on fucking Soundcloud, iTunes. Subscribe, download, fuck yourself. Find a dildo while you're listening and just go to town.
And do drugs.
Do drugs. And
do
then
drugs while you listen. That's more important.
Tell us about your drug experiences on fucking Facebook and Twitter.
Tell us what kind of drug user you are.
Yeah.
And if you're having coping problems, and I'll probably tell you do more drugs.
Do of them all. Can you find the most drugs to do? And then the biggest dildo? And then download all of our catalog, spend a weekend at home, fucking loving yourself.
Right, because we have a fucking big catalog.
We have a big...
Because we've done all the movies in... We've done all the movies in Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Marvel, right? Or MCU.
MCU. And a little bit of fucking new releases like fucking Fantastic Beasts. We got fucking Logan, which is the best. Rogue One.
Yeah.
Fucking Doctor Strange, and about to be...
Which out of the new movies, Doctor Strange was the fucking weakest.
Doctor Strange
go check those out.
Was terrible.
And just hear us progress, because I think actually it started as a movie review show, and then it slowly became buffoonery.
Yeah, it fucking does. And like I said, you can hear all of this shit on iTunes and SoundCloud. Yeah. You can fucking go on SoundCloud to download it.
Oh, don't forget social media shit.
Social media.
Follow us on... Twitter and Facebook, because we're about to put out the release schedule. You're going to see Tim's perfect WordPress fucking pages.
WordPress?
Skills that he has to put out our release schedule for the Fast and Furious series. Sorry, guys, we can't get it close to this release because Lipson has apparently a limit. So we'll have this release out, but that you're going to have to listen to this for a while. So we'll make it good for you, but... Next coming out, we're not going to be able to put out the Fast and Furious series till about first. We will have it out the first day of May.
Yeah.
Put it that way. Which maybe in European time in CUNY Lipson might be fucking April 27th.
Yeah, because they're about 7 days ahead of us.
And if you're just listening to this show, we break down and rank all these movie series against each other. I just want to explain this to people that haven't listened so far, because maybe we'll get some new fans of Fate of the Furious and that fucking infamous Universal logo and the original film logo.
Getting better and better every time.
Paul Walker into Paul Walker CGI face to no Paul Walker.
That was sad. Probably would have been a 10.
And Vin Diesel looking like a frumpy Latino brother of Elmer Fudd.
He looks like a bag of mashed potatoes.
Bro, he's a fucking gooback. He is what South Park was talking about with the goobacks.
He's just ambiguous.
His race is ambiguous.
Even Toretto's like fucking ambiguous name. Dominic Toretto. So is he Italian? But apparently he's Cuban now.
He's a Cuban Italian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they all look the same anyway.
He's ambiguous. But he
looks like a greasy Vienna sausage that was cooked on the grill. Because that's what's great about Fast and Furious is The Rock and Vin Diesel. It's just some mesh of brown going on.
Yeah, that and cookouts. Fucking... some mesh of brown.
And you mentioned this, like, eventually Fast and the Furious, first off, it turns into a grounded street-level thug movie into a superhero fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it becomes the battle of the bald people.
It does.
Ludacris needs to go bald so that they can complete the trifecta. Because they have Jason Statham, bald. The Rock, bald.
fucking
Toretto, Vienna sausage bald.
Vienna sausage bald.
And-
Roman is fucking bald.
Roman's bald.
Half
and
the
Tyrese
enemies are
is
bald.
the greatest character in the history of any movie. Any supporting role, he's the best actor.
I mean, honestly, after watching The Fast and Furious and seeing him in all of them, I have to say that you might be right on that one.
Yeah,
Because
but
he's always
hold on.
hungry.
Before we go into the
hungry.
movie, just to explain, like I said, we rank and break down all the movies in these series, and we rank them against each other based off of a score out of 10.
Yep.
And we go off the host list, and normally the co-host is the irrelevant one. His list is irrelevant, but with these new movies, we're just giving you the score right now before we start our full list.
Yeah.
So in this time for Fast and the Furious, we're gonna start with this movie and then go in sequential order.
Makes more sense.
Not based off of our list. So we're gonna go from Fast and Furious 1 to the 7th one. So hope you guys give us some feedback if you like it better that way. We just figured it's better this way because, like I said, it becomes a grounded street level movie and then it turns into superhero fuckery.
It just eventually becomes the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Because honestly, the first one's like, okay, a cop movie. There's a couple cool things with cars that don't make sense.
Yeah.
And then you watch this one, and you're like, nothing they did made sense.
Yeah. Toretto's God.
He's
God.
To them, he is.
And and like you said, everything's cliche, right? Everything follows the pecking order and how they want it to go. They got to show Vin Diesel's cross at some point.
They have to show
the
Hardy
ending
driving.
has to end with a cookout. They have to race somebody for their car. Tyrese has to be the one bitching about the mission and be like, "Yo, I'm hungry, I'm out."
They have to have some slow-mo dancing scene while they're racing cars. Then they have to explain engines to people. And then they build a car.
Progressively over each movie, it used to be like they were excited to show everything. They were excited to show the race for the car.
Yeah.
They were excited to show the job. They were excited to show the briefing. Then eventually, as time goes on, they're just like, yeah, we're about to go race. Oh, got the car. No need to show the race. Oh, hey, we got to do this job? Yeah, we're not going to show the job. We're just going to come out of it. That's what happened in this movie.
In this one,
they eventually just said, we're not even going to show the initial job anymore.
We'll just show the end of it. And that's true. And in this one, even with the briefings, it's like, yeah, we could have briefings, but wouldn't it be funny if Jason Statham and The Rock just argued?
And that was great.
Yeah, made it all
That
better.
might have been the greatest part of the movie.
And
and when did The Rock become a racist against Britons? The Britons, the redcoats.
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably when they took over his country.
And why did The Rock slowly start looking like a steroid yoked ass Geico gecko?
Dude, The Rock,
like his head looks like it's piercing out of his neck.
It is.
He's a fucking salamander.
And then when he talks, his mouth is like piercing out of his head, and his eyes are like so intense that you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna shit my pants.
Well, because he's Samoan, and yet he somehow looks like he's part of the Aryan race.
Yeah, right? He has a very uniform fucking face.
All that being said, The Rock is fucking incredible.
He's the Hulk.
He's the greatest action actor I think I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, remember how big he was when he started wrestling? How has he gotten like 20 years older and more ripped over time?
Yeah, because he was more like a smooth, slender Hawaiian guy that was just like sort of muscular to be like good looking.
Yeah,
now he's just like a fucking freak.
He is a fucking freak. Bro, when you watch him walking,
yeah,
it's like, oh shit. Or the scene where fucking...
he makes me want to pee myself as he's walking to the... Like, they could just show The Rock walking and I'll be scared.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a scene where he has to run away from the cops. And he can't. He just has to do like a light jog because his clothes obviously are too tight and no size clothes would fit him.
And he's Samoan.
Samoan.
And he's super Samoan in this movie as he does this.
Yeah, they make him do a haka fucking with a bunch of children. Like, dude, are you really going to make him do that? Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, he's doing tribal scare tactics on 5th grade girls in soccer.
And he makes one want to quit. He makes a child want to quit.
And you already know that he takes that coach. He's one of those parents that takes his coaching job too seriously.
Well, when it doesn't come down to killing people, he's killing other teams on the field.
And he has his pick of the litter of what wife he wants to fuck too.
That's right. He has a staple. That's fucking crazy. Or stable, not staple.
So, just to speak about the movie, Fate of the Furious.
We haven't even given our scores yet.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Fate of the Furious. My final score that I'm telling you right now that I'm about to give is an 8.3. I like it.
I gave it an 8.5. It's good. There's just a lot
It's malarkey.
Yeah.
It's definitely malarkey. It's definitely the ratio of think of the movie, I think we were talking about it's about 2 hours and 15 running, right?
Something like that, yeah.
But an hour and 50 minutes of it is action.
Probably. I mean, each, like, talking scene is maybe, like, 2 minutes long.
Yeah. It's Charlize Theron being like, hey, Vin, yeah, I could lick your balls, but it's your choice whether to pull them out.
It's like, what choice do I have? They're so
Oh,
sticky.
me? I have acting talents. I can go up and down in my voice level. It's not always delivered like this.
It's like, I can scream, too.
What's up with his elongated delivery to everything? Like, it's like he's so stupid and concussed from the 97,000 car crashes he's been a part of.
Maybe
that he has to think every 2 words before it comes out.
Maybe that is his character. He's like, you know, I have to go to the bathroom.
It's, you know, it's hunting season.
You don't let your foot off the tiger's neck. No.
It doesn't matter if your dick is an inch or a mile.
As long as you have one. She doesn't care. She's a whore.
And that mole's getting fucking huge on his widow's peak, man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking gooback. He's a fucking and what's weird about Vin Diesel is, like, he might be the most frumpiest muscular dude I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think he's really muscular. I think he's like
But he's a
dude...
frumpy muscular dude.
Yeah, he's like a dude that used to lift weights and looked like The Rock at one point in time, but is slowly, like, deteriorating into being chubby.
Or he looks like a dwarf that got a growth spurt at 28.
Yeah, I'm tall now. I can drive cars.
And, you know, if you're relating to Vin Diesel's life, you know, you would assume why he likes Letty so much and loves Letty so much. Why he would just ditch a hot-ass Brazilian chick that had his baby.
He's like, I need someone frumpy to be with me. It's the only natural order thing.
She looks like an actual salamander.
It's about family.
He likes her because, you know, that's as masculine as he'll get while still being straight.
Yeah.
That's like bisexual heaven right there.
She's pretty manly.
But anyways, just about the movie part, like the cinematic value, whatever the fuck we're talking about this movie, it's just the most entertaining movie I've ever seen.
In terms of fucking, like...
entertainment value, it's a 10 and a fucking half.
Yeah. It's fucking... It's like all explosions and fucking driving and like barely any talking, so you can't sit there and be bored, really.
Yeah.
So it's literally
and Tyrese
non-stop.
being stereotypically black.
And Ludacris being stereotypically black, but in a different way.
Because, you know, we always say, or we were saying he always is just like, yeah, I'm hungry. Like, what the fuck's up with this mission? This mission's fucking impossible. It's stupid, man. How we gonna do this shit, bruh?
He's like, I'm too good for this. I need to start standing up for myself.
In this one, he didn't even care about that because he just initially goes in. He's like, yo, what is up with this shit? And you know what? My ribs are empty. I'm out. It wasn't even like he didn't even go into this elaborate ass shit. That was it. That's all he said.
Bro, at least in this one, they didn't have to blow up a fucking vending machine for him.
And what's up with him and Ludacris having their, like, hey, yeah, I know we're both black and there's 2 black guys in the movie. Isn't that cool? Like, they're a little, like, back and forth.
But they hate each other.
Yeah, it's, like, always Ludacris trying to be like, hey, man, like, I'm smarter than you.
And when the fuck, since the second movie, did Ludacris become a computer genius? Because I thought he was a mechanic.
Computer genius, and when did it become a square?
Yeah, he came out
in the second one, which is, we'll talk about the second one. Ludacris was Mac Dre on crack.
Yeah, he was. He was Mac Dre.
fucking P. He had the Mac Dre fro. He was thugging out. He had white boy racers he can call up to profit off of.
He was wearing a jumpsuit that you thought was a jumpsuit, but it was actually a short jumpsuit that he somehow made long sleeves pants.
Exactly. Like, when did he become this square? He's Donatello.
He's getting older,
He is Donatello. Out of this bullshit Michael Bay Ninja Turtles action movie that this is, that I like, Ludacris is Donatello.
He is, because he's the tech guy and he has to explain things. And he's like typing. He's like, yeah, I know I've only ever been in a mechanic before, but I know how God's eye works. I know we brought in a hacker for this point, but I think we're just going to use her as eye candy since we killed the Israeli.
And if he's Donatello, Toretto is Splinter. Paul Walker's Leonardo. Tyrese is Michelangelo.
Because he's always hungry.
And The Rock is Raphael. It's a Ninja Turtles movie.
It is a Ninja Turtle. This especially is a Ninja Turtles movie, but you don't have Paul Walker. But you get Jason Statham instead.
Oh, Jason Statham's fucking great.
And you get like like they knew they needed a white squarey cop guy, so they threw one in here. I don't even remember his name. They just called him like Nothing, Less Than Nothing.
He was nothing.
Yeah.
Because he was like, yeah, I'm nobody. Milking my base nowhere. And he's nobody. He's lower than me. He's nothing.
Yeah, he's less than nothing. Fucking that guy, they were like, we need
Kurt Russell's fucking hilarious, too.
He is.
It's like, how do you not fuck with Kurt Russell in that role?
Well, I mean...
He's retarded. And he knows it's retarded, so he has this little fucking oil snakes fucking salesman smirk as he delivers his shitty comic book lines.
But yeah, they basically use those two, too, to replace Paul Walker.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we need a white cop. Here's a guy. We just won't have him talk that much. It'll be like the seventh one.
But the movie fucking breezes through, too, as well.
I know.
Like, you're like... And here's what's weird. Compared to the other Fast and Furious movies, this one actually shows a point of each character, and then at the end, how they progressed. Like, I was fucking super surprised that happened in a Fast and Furious movie.
Right? And it layers a lot of the shit, too.
Yeah. And what's great about it, too, is there was actual tension in the movie. There was something on the line. It wasn't just like Rock saying, hey, yeah, I'll give you your freedom, but not really. That's what we're going after.
He's like, you'll still be a criminal, but you'll be free. He's like, hey, freedom is 1/4 mile at a time.
That's not a quarter mile. They're going a Cuban mile.
Which is where...
I'm going to shift to my Gucci loafers.
Which is where the fucking movie starts.
Yeah, because Vin Diesel meets fucking Jonas Cespedes, and he's like, hey, I heard you're hitting the long ball. And apparently, like, everybody, this fucking Cuban knows Vin Diesel, too. He's like, I heard you. I heard you. You're that guy that keeps wearing the jean and khaki vest. What a fag.
He's like, you either have a wife beater or some jeans and khaki vest.
Well, at first it starts Vin Diesel driving in his fucking honeymoon muscle car, the 82 cars that they have in this make-believe garage.
There's like one SS that he keeps painting different colors.
No, because it clearly shows what he does. He just, on Scooby-Doo shit, he just gives it away. He just always gives away his car. He's like, I've walked to a new one.
Maybe he just... How did he even get that car to Cuba? Because, like, you can't get things in and out of Cuba. That's why the fool had a boat engine in his car.
I think when you have an ugly masculine girlfriend, anything is possible.
Well, I let these two frumpy people through. There's no harm they can do but being ugly.
And it starts off with Vin Diesel's make-believe cousin in trouble, about to lose his fucking scraper of the year.
Yeah. And the dude's like, you better pay up to your deals. And he's like, I know, but you don't know. Don't make fun of my girl. He's like, shut up, bitch.
Well, it's funny because, like, Vin Diesel has to point at everything he says, right? With his elongated speech about, like, hey, you make a deal, you live up to it. That's my fucking criminal moralities. And that's before we go into that, that's another thing I want to speak about the Fast and Furious family. They're psychopaths.
They are. They think everything will work out for them, even though they're around, like, killing people, and they're like, but we'll have kids.
Because they believe that God will just get them out of anything, no matter what wrongdoing they are doing.
That's why he has the cross.
And that's why he is God.
He's like, as long as I have this cross on, I can flip any car.
I can just crash and flip over 90 times and I'll live. And cars will stop fire.
Well, yeah, because that's the physics of fucking Fast and the Furious, is that, you know, everything blows up.
Season.
Yeah, everything.
Latino fucking Elmer Fudd looking motherfucker.
Is that everything blows up when it crashes.
Yeah.
Everything blows up when they race, and they can use other things to blow things up.
Yeah.
That's Fast and the Furious.
Only thing they haven't blown up yet is a meth lab, which is coming.
Well, I mean, they blew up Toretto's house. He looks like he cooks meth.
Hey, he looks like he never had a hairline.
He looks like he was born bald.
Yeah.
Just stayed bald.
Yeah.
And that mole just was his hair.
He looks like he has that disease that one guy in the NBA has.
The alopecia. Yeah.
In I think progressively over the years, Vin Diesel's mouth and his eyebrows have shrunk.
That's true.
Because his mouth gets smaller as he gets more pissed off.
And in this, I noticed he has less eyebrows than Letty does. Like, what's going on there?
And her kind of face, she needs like a unibrow for some reason. I feel like when she has like eyebrows shaved in the middle and whatnot, it makes her look more alienish.
Her eyes are too far apart.
Yeah. I think she needs the unibrow.
I can see
That's
that.
my opinion. Because she's not that bad looking and she has like great tits and shit. It's just for some reason, like, when she has an up close look at her, you're just like, oh, God.
Well, I mean, it's. I don't know why they chose her. And I don't know why
I do know why they chose her because the main character's a bisexual.
That's true.
He turned down Wonder Woman.
He turned down Wonder Woman and left.
Just because.
Yeah. He
thought Letty was dead, and he was just like, you're right. My dick only goes in things that may have had a dick before.
It's like, I only want a fucking MMA fighter.
He could have fucked her MMA fighter, because speaking of frumpy, Ronda Rousey was in the last one.
Ronda Rousey was in it, and then that one chick from Deadpool.
One chick, she was in that?
Not in that one, but the one before it. Remember, she's the cop that betrays The Rock.
She's the cop that betrays The Rock. No, I don't. The Brazilian, that the bitch he wifes up.
No. The cop that betrays The Rock in the 6th movie.
I don't know.
Is also
I don't
an
remember.
MMA fighter.
Well, we'll talk about it. So anyways, yeah, talking about this fucking movie, he's just waving his finger around, giving fucking life lessons, Toretto life lessons of living on the run and being a fucking criminal.
Brazil, I am your god, or Cuba, I am your god. She eventually becomes the Cuban god, you see.
Yeah. And like every Fast and Furious movie, they had to start it off with girls dancing and ass cheeks of whores coming out and
cars and
the potential thugs the fake thugs they may fuck.
Which this guy was too fresh to be a thug.
Yeah, he was way too fresh. He was a Cuban warlord.
He was wearing like what looked like a pistol holster. But
yeah, what the fuck was that shit?
It looked like a purse, but like a double strap purse. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. And so Vin Diesel's like, yeah, we'll race for my car, your car.
Even the one dude's too much of a bitch. He's like, no, we're not racing with your car. No, the one dude he's going to race, he's like, all right, but you're going to race your cousin's car? That piece of shit.
And, of course, Vin Diesel, being the superhero he is, thinks his way through it.
He's like, I know exactly how to solve this.
And he's like, I got Cuban Nas. I stole some things and traded for it.
Did you steal that from the dentist?
And it's like I said, they are delusional psychopaths, because at what point do they they don't have any kind of solitude or groundwork for their life.
No,
they are literally on the run.
They just pretend like they have a life,
and they just make up this like fantasy that everywhere that they settle for a very short period of time, that's their dream life, right? Like he's like in Cuba, he's like, why else would you come here? The culture, Fidel Castro, those cigars, and some of these baseball players. And
you know what I'm surprised they didn't mention in this one? Which he didn't say that, because they mentioned it in like all the other ones. He's like, no extradition.
Right? Isn't that why he was in like Guam or something like that?
Yeah, that's why they were...
peeling bananas. Whatever the fuck he was doing. And he strips the car, puts some Cuban Nos in it.
Does some weird bottle cap shit. Or tab. Whatever the fuck you want to call that. A can tab.
Yeah.
Trick.
And he of course, Vin Diesel beats this Cuban with the shitty scraper car, driving backwards while it blows up.
The engine blowing up was the only reason he won.
He won, yeah.
And then, of course, in true Vin Diesel fashion, because he does it like 4 times in this movie, he jumps out of a flipping car. And I'm not saying flipping like fucking. I'm saying the car is literally flipping midair.
Yeah, and he looks like you taking out a Vienna sausage out of a can. That's how he looks out of the car.
He's like, this is how my people are born.
And what's funny is, like, during the race, they show how Fast and Furious style in this world, you could just block off streets. And you can cheat in a race and...
no one cares.
Yeah, throw a fucking bike, and that apparently that's how it really fucks up his kid. I don't know. And then he gets... then Vin Diesel gets fucked in the ass by his wife. Yeah. They're fucking on the bed,
and she's like, I know, there's your smile. I know you don't like when I smile.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Vin Diesel gave him back his car. He let the Cuban keep his car.
He's like, all I want is respect. It's good enough. And you...
even though in the first movie, that wasn't it at all.
No.
Because he could have gave Paul Walker respect. He's like, nah, bitch, I still want my whip. So...
you owe me a 10-second car.
So that's not the rules he lives by. And then, like you said, he just sort of just throws the keys at his cousin. He's like, here, have it. I can find another car.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, now that he's like, literally like, Toretto's need a fast car. But it's like, bro, you're just an idiot. You just ruined his car, and you're like, how do I get out of this?
Yeah, because he wants to do more crime around Cuba.
He just wants to drive.
Yeah, and he's fucking... They show that whole scene, which is essentially foretelling about kids. He's like, oh, I'm just wondering why you didn't have kids. He's like, because you have a dick.
He's like, I know you don't like it when I smile because then you can see all my teeth. But you have a nice smile. He's like, no, I don't.
She's like, I think your eyebrows are racing. I'm trying to find it. He's like, yeah, give me some of your eyebrow. That was their whole conversation. Actually, I don't. It was just about kids. It was about them saying, why haven't we talked about having ugly fucking kids?
And he like gets pissed immediately.
He's like, because we'll never know it's race.
It'll be too ambiguously beige.
Yeah, and he sees Charlize Theron in some white girl dreads, some fucking Iggy Azalea dreads, whatever the fuck those were.
Right?
Nasty ass braids.
She basically tricks him.
Yeah, because he's an idiot.
He's like,
oh, let me help this white girl get my frumpy dick some fucking wetness right now.
He's like, hey, your car's...
That bitch's pussy hasn't been wet since the day she fucking got her dick cut off.
He's like, your car's not actually broken. She's like, I know. You're going to want to work for me, Toretto. Everyone has said this to you at one point in a movie, but I got something on a screen that the audience can't see that makes it worth it.
And the way Vin Diesel looks at it, like I said, is Vin Diesel a genius? Because how do you consistently act that way for 8 straight movies?
You don't. You just can't act.
Or he's the greatest actor ever. See, The Rock's hilarious because he is doing WWE on screen. And who doesn't want to see WWE?
Yeah.
The backstage shit is better than the fucking wrestling.
Essentially, this is a movie full of backstage shit.
In WWE.
In WWE. It's like they took a story and just stretched it.
And it's weird because, like, you assume they don't know each other yet. And then Charlize Theron's like, what brings you to Cuba? He's like, that fine white pussy. That's why I came over here.
He's like, you know, bitches, drugs.
Yeah, and she shows him, like, the phone of what he has, whatever the fuck. Whatever she has something on him. And she's like, gives him the whole fate speech. That's on the philosophical rant. That's number 1.
The fate.
Let's count.
Wonder why it's called Fate of the Furious.
She knows everything about him. She's like, yeah, I can count the amount of times that you stroked off your wife. I can tell you how big her penis is as well. And for you, that mole has gotten progressively bigger over the last 5 years.
You can see it from fucking outer space.
I think it's about 2 centimeters in diameter
now.
Shit. And he's, of course, Vin Diesel. They had to have him, like, going shopping for a baguette and a rose, right?
He's like, the baguette is for my asshole. The rose is for my dick hole. I like stretching.
Oh, my God. He just... Something about that motherfucker just rubs me the wrong way.
I think everything has rubbed him the wrong way. That's why he looks like that.
And he's, like, arching his eyebrow that he doesn't have.
It's like I got buffed out before the movie.
He's just, like arching a bald spot.
Well, and he can't really do that, so he's just moving, like, both eyebrows up, and he just looks fucking, like, surprised all the time. But he's not.
But you know he's thinking of something.
No.
At the same time. That mole is up to something.
It's like it's like fucking radar. He's like, I'll come up with a plan, I just won't tell anyone about it.
And then they show Rock feeding poi to his soccer team and doing some Samoan tribal shit.
Yeah, they do the hog.
He freaks some girls out. Put it that way.
And then
and he like screamed at them.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Like, and then his daughter started twirling around fire and fucking.
And then Moana started playing and fucking yeah.
Well, here's what's great about The Rock. Even in this shit, he's given corny ass lines. Like, just throughout the Fast and Furious series, when he says "some bitch," in this one he's like "some bitch."
Yeah.
Like he's
like, who's this some bitch?
The way he delivers the corny ass lines makes you feel like it's believable for some reason. Like that's that dude in that movie. Like, that's who he is.
He's like, yeah, and then I'm gonna have to see a Tay-Tay concert. And you're like, the dude's like, who's Tay-Tay? He's like, Taylor Swift, get your shit together, man.
Yeah. Isn't that the corniest line of all time? But for some reason, when he says it, it's not that bad.
Like, it actually makes you think the other dude should get his shit together for not knowing that.
Yeah, right? And, you know, the white guy with a creepy stash.
Yeah,
He had a creepy stash.
It's like a one-off.
Like I said, not caring about Fast and Furious anymore. He's like, hey, we got an EMP. Let's figure it out. And Rock's like, all right, I already got a team. You ready? Fast and Furious, let's start.
He's like, it's the 4 that are left.
And then, you know, Vin Diesel gets the WWE call from Hobbs. And he's like, hey, we need you. All right. And then you see fucking Vin Diesel put the fucking camera in the cross.
Yeah, this is where he's soldering, which they actually hide from you pretty well. He's just sitting there working on shit.
Yeah, and you're still trying to figure it out.
And then they cut through the end. They cut to, this is not us jumping ahead. This is the movie jumping ahead. They just go to the end of the job. Like, that's it.
Right?
And apparently Tyrese...
Tyrese's like, yo, this shit's personal. He's like, about as personal as a Indian doctor sticking his cold finger up your prostate. You black son bitch.
He's like, you know that silver bracelet's gonna touch you eventually. It freaks me the fuck out. Why do they all have one?
And of course, you know, fucking, Tyrese is just complaining.
He's like, I used all the fucking bombs. He's like, how much did you use? All of them. It's like, we need a distraction.
He's like, shit, motherfucker, I'm hungry. Can we stop by Chubby Checkers on our way back? Shit.
How did Tyrese sneak through that entire base to plant those bombs by himself?
I don't know.
That seems like an impossible
And then
task
Ludacris sends
Roman.
the cannonball to destroy the trailing cars, right?
Oh, yeah.
And fucking, when it wheels back, because of course no one understands gravity in Fast and Furious, although they do somehow. Tyrese gets clipped, and Lucas, haha, got your ass.
Got your ass, bitch.
I'm playing pranks on you.
He's like, fuck you, Tess. I know where you live. I know where your mama is.
Yeah, and then Toretto, you know, sort of pulls the 1-2.
Jacks.
The 22 fake, the 42 fake,
the
or whatever you want to
off.
call it. He's like, I'm sorry, my fellow ambiguously brown brother. And hits the Rock and...
Hobbs like, if you do that, no going back. I will find you.
But see, even him delivering that, I was like, oh shit. It made me say, oh shit.
Yeah.
Even though it's Fast and Furious, a dumb criminal with a WWE wrestler stealing an EMP, it somehow still made me believe in the movie.
You're like, oh shit. The Rock is real. He's a real guy.
And Rock's like, yeah, I seen that look in his eyes before. He's
what he
officially gone rogue.
The scumbag left us. Dumb fucking sucks.
They're all scumbags.
They're all
The
scumbags.
Rock's a scumbag. He's a scumbag policeman.
Is he a scumbag or is he just fucking sick?
He's the shit. It just sort of, when you watch this sort of movie, this is what I was telling you. This sort of is The Rock's, like, big action star franchise, whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah,
because he doesn't really have anything else that has this much star power. He tried Scorpion King, it was terrible. He tried Scorpion King was terrible.
That was the worst movie
He tried Hercules, which was garbaggio.
Which fucking Statham pokes at him for in this movie. He's like, hey, Hercules.
And he did a Stifler movie as well.
That's right.
That didn't work out.
Oh God, what was
How
that called?
dope would The Rock
Rundown?
have been in the American Pie? That'd have been hilarious.
He just knocks out everybody at the wedding.
Yeah, and they cut to the next scene, and it's that, oh my God, that hot ass like British black chick. Holy fucking shit. With the fucking Rayman fro. Holy shit. Holy shit, I still think about her. Like, she's fucking ridiculous.
Shit.
She sort of calls it out, like, hey, let's look at this guy's history, okay? She's like, I know personally for me, I can't trust him because I can't even figure out his fucking race.
And I don't like
He frumps
knowing
around.
That.
He's a criminal. He's clearly shown that hit anything related to him, although he claims his family shit, he's above any one of y'all.
Yeah.
In this situation.
And fucking what's her face?
Because if it was really about the team, wouldn't he just be like, kill me then, bruh?
Essentially, yes. But at the same time...
Because doesn't he have the advantage at that point?
Well, and what's weird, too, is we talked about this. He doesn't know the full plot yet. So
But no, what I'm saying is, if they killed his son and her, Oh, well, I guess it is just sort of revenge. It's like a revenge.
Well, Toretto,
Get
it's
him
always
to do
revenge.
something for... No, the Charlize Theron.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he fucked her over.
Yeah.
Multiple times. So I guess it's what? Like a revenge...
Because like the
slash,
last
I'm going to get him to do this job. Because they only had one driver.
Yeah. And
Which was a surprising one, right?
The last 3 movies, they fucked her over each time.
Yeah.
So they're building plot without anybody knowing it, which might make Fast and Furious genius.
Exactly. Well, and every Fast and Furious movie that go, I wouldn't be surprised if Charlize Theron worked with them the next movie in space. They orbited into space in a car.
They're gonna drive.
Vin Diesel jumps out into space and saves Letty. He's like, I want to see these man titties one more time.
He's like, in zero gravity, you look more like a man.
And Charlize Theron's helping them because that's what every fucking Fast and Furious movie is. They fight the guy and the guy helps them the next movie.
Exactly.
And becomes part of their psychopathic family.
It's like the black chick didn't sign up for our next movie, so we need a villain who we can turn into a tech person in the next one.
Right. Speaking of which, after she calls out, Letty's like, hey, that guy fucking saved your life. And he's the only guy that accepts the fact I have a dick. You think about that. She bumps her shoulder, and Tyree's like, shit, how are you going to let him bump your shoulder like that?
I like how she goes over to the computer. She's like, what, you going to send her an email? It's like, can you mail me a sandwich? What's the emoji?
No, he said that. That would have been the funniest shit ever.
Like, what's the emoji for pizza, bitch? Can you make that to a real pizza? Is that possible?
Can you see my teeth now? I'm standing in the light.
Ha! Let me make the biggest smile ever. Ha ha!
I love his fucking, like, happy black Jadakiss laugh that he has.
Ha ha!
I just told a joke. Ha ha! Fucking Tyrese is the greatest, bro.
He's the happiest black guy.
Ugh, fuck. Well, yeah, because he has pussy all day and he gets to act in Fast and Furious and Transformers.
He's like,
he has to do nothing.
He's like, you know what I do? I sing.
And every time he wants to make a little more money, he's like, get me on a hook. I'm Tyrese.
Ty fucking Reese. And I got a big ass forehead.
And I could just be hella hood whenever I want. People accept it because it's hilarious.
Because I have hella tattoos, even though in the second one, all I had was a gecko tattoo.
Right?
That was hood.
Oh, man, that was funny. And then Kurt Russell, you see The Rock, you know, he's fucking just being The Rock, rocking and walking in his fucking handcuffs and foot cuffs, which are important because Kurt Russell shows up. And he's like, he's telling him, you know, I could get you out. I could do some white lawyer Jewish shit and I can get you out. And the Paul Walker Captain America replacement guy, who's nothing, apparently. His name's Nothing.
No, he's less than nothing.
He's like, yeah, it's my intern. I've been touching him since he was 13. Rock, can you get yourself out of here? Or we got to do it for you, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
and
shit.
Rock's like, you son of a bitch. And that's all. I don't really remember what happens, actually, at that point. Is he tell him, like... Oh, he tells him he just has to admit to his crimes. That's right.
Yeah.
The Paul Walker replacement is like, you need to admit to your crimes, and you're going to be a criminal. And that's when The Rock, like, is like, bro, get the fuck out of my way.
I am not a criminal. He's like, do it for your family. And The Rock's like...
No, he's like, what about your daughter? The way he says it, too, it's like this white guy flapping his mouth. He's like, what about your daughter?
And The Rock just looks at him and he's like, apparently you don't know shit.
And he breaks out of his handcuffs and chokes this dude and puts his whole body sideways up against the concrete
That's
wall.
how you know he's raw, though, is because he's literally like, he can lift a dude up.
Yeah.
Or, well, one, he can break the handcuffs, so he was just voluntarily going.
Yeah.
Because it seems like after what you see in this movie, he could have whipped all of those motherfuckers' asses and escaped right there.
That's true.
Because you see it in the next scene, that's exactly what he does.
Well, Kurt Russell's like, shit, kid, you can't handle this. Kurt Russell's fucking hilarious, because they got him more in the movie.
Yeah,
Kurt Russell makes me fucking laugh, because he knows this movie's a joke.
Dude, that's what it was with the last one. When you think he's about to die, he's like, got one last thing to tell you, Toretto. You really got to try the Belgian, man. Like, he says it just like that.
Yeah, and then, you know, Rock goes into his jail cell, and I think this was meant to be comical as well, that Jason Statham was right across from him.
Yeah.
Or was it planned by Kurt Russell? This movie's genius, dude.
Because you can't tell.
You can't tell.
It might have been planned.
You can't tell if it's a fucking joke of an action movie or is that this shit was actually planned. And maybe the greatest part of the movie is The Rock going at Jason Statham.
Yeah, because Jason Statham starts like...
He did the dig dance.
Yeah, he's like, you ought to start digging, governor. Get the fuck out of here.
You wanker.
You wanker.
Well, I'll start digging with the shovel, you wanker.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Like, I love like his raspy British voice. I love that shit.
I didn't realize Jason Statham was so like muddy talking.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you wanker, you fucking dig yourself out here. It's a steal, you fucking wanker.
Yeah, he's like some dirty Irish British man. I don't know how to explain it. The Rock's like, I'm gonna whoop your candy ass. I'm gonna fucking lift this concrete table.
It's like you fucking.
He was punching the wall.
No, that was the scene. That scene comes up first. The Rock talks to fucking Charlize Theron.
No, you mean Vince. You know, they're so like I said, they're all brown, so it's just sort of
even I got mixed up with the Goobacks.
I think the Rock's more like peanut butter, almond caramel colored, and Vin Diesel is full on beige.
Yeah,
he's khaki colored.
He's
He's cargo shirt colored.
Oh shit!
And that's not making fun of a race, so all you can blow me.
He is cargo shirt. He's the same color as Vin Diesel's shirt.
And his little ass mouth looks like a fucking pocket.
He's the same fucking color.
Because that's what I wrote in my notes. Vin mouth gets smaller. She shows him guns and questions his commitment to family. She knows about him. Robin Hood shit. That's what I wrote. That's what happens. She goes on this philosophical rant as she shows him his guns, and he's like, "Was this a toy store?"
She's like, "You don't even like fucking your friends. You just like racing."
Yeah, she's like, "Shut up about it. You only have this family and friends so you can have someone to do criminal shit with, so you're not alone."
Yeah, you got me. Fuck you. I don't like my friends at all. That's why I tried to kill them all. Every movie.
Yeah, because it sort of doesn't make sense throughout this movie. Like, why would he just tell them, like, what's going on, right? Like, why wouldn't he just be like, I have to? Maybe. Or when he was alone with Letty, why wasn't he just like, it's not the fact you have a dick, it's the fact that I have to do this right now for my son with this actual hot chick that I could have fucked.
Well, exactly. Like, yeah. And he doesn't know. That's what's funny is he doesn't know, like, anything about his son. So he
doesn't know anything ever.
He's just doing it for the hot chick. He's like, wait.
Only when Vin Diesel has something in front of him that has to be planned out does he become a genius. Because other than that, he's a clueless, thoughtless son of a bitch.
He's like, I fucking know how to cook out. That's pretty much it. I drink Coronas. I prefer
Better be a Corona.
Yeah. Yeah, that Belgian mail ain't shit.
I put pepper on my corn. I put Mexican seasoning on it. That means I'm Latino.
You see this red shit? It's chili powder.
Yeah, and she's basically like, dude, just quit the Robin Hood shit and just be a criminal like you really want to be. And then it cuts back to fucking Rock trying to punch his way through a concrete wall.
And even Jason Statham's like, you're fucking stupid, bro. He's like, those muscles aren't doing shit.
He's like, what you gonna do? The muscles gonna do? You had no muscle on your penis.
He's like, the muscles.
I don't know what that was. That was some Louisiana British fucking gumbo making motherfucker right there.
He's like, you got muscles. Muscles ain't shit. Fucking muscles, governor. Fucking dig dug. Fucking wank. Governor, come on.
I think I just... And like, where the fuck did Jason Statham come out with that Owen Wilson nose?
Bro, he's a fucking action star. Does all his own stunts. I'm surprised it hasn't looked like that for forever.
That's true.
And The Rock...
And The Rock is racist. The Rock is racist.
He's like, those muscles don't do shit. And he's like, watch me tear a table out of the wall. That's
no, because Jason Statham was like, remember when I whooped your ass? And The Rock's like, oh, just like you Brits rewriting history, huh?
He's like,
oh, just like you Samoans, always doing nothing.
He's
doing
like,
meth.
Shut up, you redcoat jabroni.
If he said redcoat jabroni, that'd be the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And he does what he does say instead. He goes, when I get up here, I will beat your ass like a Cherokee drum.
And that's the actual line.
Yeah.
And then, all the security guards come and his door opens and Rock's like, I'm going to do it the right way, the Samoan way. That means we pray to the God and we windsurf through the fucking problem.
He's like, do you have a boat anywhere around here? Gotta go fishing.
And this is maybe one of my favorite scenes in the movie as well.
Right? Because
the jail fight scene is the shit.
The
and
Rock
it's Jason
goes
Statham
dumb.
just fucking around, beating everyone's ass. The Rock hulks out.
Yeah,
Hulks the fuck. He headbutts a dude with a helmet and knocks him out.
Right?
With his head.
And not only that, but Jason Statham's like running through doing all this cool karate shit, and like he's trying to dodge things and fucking jump over things. The Rock's just walking straight,
just destroying everyone.
Right?
He's like, fucking rubber bullets! I'm gonna throw you 20 feet.
He's like, some dude comes to stab me. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna stab you in the heart with your own knife.
You some bitch.
Some bitch.
And then he just tackles 4 people, and that's how we get to Jason Statham. Because they just show him Hulk out. Remember, he like takes the gun, he like smashes it on the dude's head, throws it down. He's like, ah! Yeah. He like flexes up, and then he fucks everyone up. It's just great. It's great. It's like we're guys, okay? We're trying to be as like non-partial as possible, or what do you call it? Bipartial?
Non-partisan?
Whatever. Bipartial.
Bipartial.
Well, we're talking about Vin Diesel, so Bi is gonna be involved in a lot of things.
Diesel. Twin turbo by diesel.
What was I even gonna say? Oh, but when you're a guy and you see that happening, and you see that most of this action is through cars doing car stunts that were actually really done in real life, it's sort of dope, man. Like, you can't hate on it.
It makes your own dick feel a little better.
And you watch The Rock beat the shit at unrealistically beat people. It's fucking dope. It's like, it is a superhero movie. Except for it's with real people, and they're bald guys.
That's what, know why they're bald is so they can deflect the bullets off their heads. They're like, I polish it and chrome it every day.
I think Fast and Furious will go for 4 more movies.
I think it'd probably go like the Marvel and just forever.
They're just going to be nonstop Fast and Furious.
Yeah, and they just make new characters. They could do that. Why not? It's just about fucking criminals.
And cars.
And apparently the criminals went from being street-level racers to fucking
My
FBI
only thing
agents.
is, how do you keep thinking of shit to do? Like you were saying, what's the fucking director's name? It's like, it's Gerald Giraldo or...
Gerald Giraldo. Gary Gray.
Gary Gray. Okay.
Gary Gray.
So I was right. It's bullshit. Gary Gray. The fuck is that? That just proves of why Fast Furious is mindless bullshit. Because the director's name is Gary Gray.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's just it's a great scene, and then Kurt Russell, of course, is like outside of the prison because this is a joke. This has to be. He's like, oh, it took you longer than I thought to escape prison and like beat up guards and kill them. We're just gonna let that happen. That's all right.
He's like,
just so the Rock's ego could be stroked.
He's like, all right, I'll go with you since you already made me break out.
Right? I don't get that. And then they go to nowhere. Because that's what he called it.
And he's
like, I'm nobody, we're nowhere.
That's less than.
And Rock's like, where's my daughter? He's like, if I fucking care.
He's like,
He's a terrible dad.
Well,
he's a pretend dad. Well, he coaches the team but never shows up anything for his actual daughter.
You have to assume he has a wife, right? Or is he that military that he has an ex-wife?
Yeah, because his wife cheated on him with a black dude while he was away.
It
was Tyrese. Tyrese's like, ha ha! Record that shit.
That's why they call me Big Sexy.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, we're nowhere. And my friend over there, he's lower than me. He's nothing. And Tyrese says it again. He's like, man, we're getting nowhere with nobody.
Ain't nobody taking us nowhere with none.
And that's when he's like, yo, my ribs are showing. I'm out.
It's like, I'm hungry.
And then Kurt Russell goes into his exposition about Charlize Theron and that she can't be found by anyone because she has God's pussy or something like that. And Tyrese, they're like, so he's basically the boogeyman. Tyrese's like, shit, boogeyman had a pussy. I fuck that. Tell her to holler at me.
Shit.
That's your boy, young Tyrese.
And Tyrese is like hating this whole scene on the white guy, too.
And then after he gets all stereotypically black like that, when they actually say what they have to do, what does Tyrese say? Yo, this shit's impossible, man. Just like it's impossible to keep me hungry.
That's what he's like. This is impossible. My ribs are sewing. Did someone say ribs? Oh, wait, that was me.
And then Shaw shows up. And then that's when The Rock is like, hey, this tea and crump some bitch. It's America.
He's right. He's like, I do it for the USA. Not for fucking Japan. Wait, tea and crumpets. That's from England. It's like, dig, dig, dog. Muscles wanker. Fuck off.
Oh, shit, man. Oh, fuck.
Do you even know
Shut the fuck up. We gotta go.
how hard it is to find me mum? Yeah, and he's like, some bitch. What are you talking about me mum like that? Fucking wanker.
Yeah, and The Rock's just like rubbing his candy ass. And
He's like, this is good candy ass. You smell it? Smell what I'm cooking in my ass?
oh, you goddamn Simones. Yeah, and it's just hilarious because they're like I said, their back and forth is like WWE backstage bullshit.
They're literally gonna fucking like, at any point, it's just trash talking and you're waiting for the fucking like someone's intro music to start.
Yeah,
and for
right.
the real fight to begin.
And well, then he's like, yeah, I'll fucking, what do you call him, a whisker biscuit?
He said, I'll knock the whisker biscuit off your head. He's like, I like biscuits. Sometimes my whiskers get biscuits. Talk about me mom like that. I came out of a whisker biscuit.
Oh, shit.
That's when Roman says, I got a plan, guys. I'm the leader. Remember from that one movie? They're like, yeah, I guess, you fucking idiot. You almost killed all of us. We had to fucking parachute cars and shit. So what's your fucking brilliant plan now?
Right?
He's
That
like,
you're going to bitch out on.
Right?
And they even called them all out for it because, you know, of course, Letty was hiding a pin trigger in her dick hole so she can get out of her handcuffs.
She's like, I just slid it up my urethra. She's like, this is how you treat friends?
I don't use the dick anyways. It's all right.
Toretto.
Yeah, and Tyrese, he must be hungry because he thinks of some plan just so he can get out and get some food. He's like, yo, I got a quick plan real quick. And Kurt Russell being the dickhole that he is, he's like, yeah, I'm going to make the black guy look like an idiot.
He's like, use your plan, dude. Whatever. And he's like...
And, of course, what do they use? They use Ludacris.
The God's Eye
he,
fucking...
like, ciphers into the podium. He's
typing
like, yeah.
scene. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. It's fucking stupid. When you see...
He's like, yo, I'm on top of the podium.
He's like, move, bitch. I'm gonna find your ass. Fucking... And Tyrese is in the back like, you think you can find a McDonald's on that map? Fucking hungry.
Shit, they still got the McRib sandwiches? Shit.
Oh, someone say ribs again? Oh, that was me. I want some ribs.
As he's just scoping that hot black chick.
He's like, and he feels insecure.
She's like, what is she? She's like British and
she's
just
British.
a black British
She's
girl.
a British American.
And he's talking shit to the white guy, of course. Like I said, the two black guys have to hate the Paul Walker replacement, of course, right? Like they have to hate him.
Paul Walker's fucking stupid. Not Paul Walker. Paul Walker Jr.
Well,
yeah, I mean, Paul Walker was pretty stupid for racing that car. You're not actually in Fast and the Furious, Paul Walker. Bro, and you read the article, Vin Diesel's like, we're brothers. You know what they said? They said Paul Walker's mom called Vin Diesel and said she was sorry for Paul Walker dying.
Jesus.
Because she said that was his other half.
Well, that's because he touched him.
Well, they docked. He's like, let me drive into your garage, Toretto. Only if you let me drive into yours.
I'm just saying there has been a lot of feminine characters in Fast and Furious.
Quite a few. Fucking hot.
You had that like he is always just like dangling his wrists around as he's like popping like snack sized foods. And if it wasn't a snack sized food, he'd like rip it apart like an Asian would, like to get little pieces of it. Like I like to chew it 20 times and rip it in little pieces for myself.
It's like you thought Tyrese was hungry. I'll eat every scene I'm in. He's
a Liu Kang ripoff. And fucking, you know, there's I don't know why we were saying that, but anyways, they then fucking the concussion grenade comes in, right?
Yeah, because they pinpoint her to their building.
Yeah, and she finds out about it immediately. And mobs through.
Yeah, just like and all of them get fucked up, but I like how Kurt Russell is like, this should be interesting. He's like, I sort of want to know why she's here.
And Vin Diesel, the perfect actor he is, doing nothing.
He just walks through and looks.
No, one look.
One
Which might be ingenious.
And shooting
because that's how he's trying to play it. I don't know why. That's how he's trying to play it.
The same look he's been doing for fucking 8 movies. The Toretto stare.
Yeah. Well, but the eyebrows are, they're withering away.
It's like, I only see it a quarter mile at a time. Only got a 1/4 inch eyebrow.
And she took, Charlize Theron fucking took God's eye. Which is what she's trying to make her pussy, apparently. Right?
She's like, I want to see every dick I want.
She's like, once I get Toretto, that'll be my God's eye when he jizzes in me. Because Toretto is God in Fast and Furious world.
He is fucking...
Because it's a comic book.
They flock to him.
Although he's a psychopathic criminal.
Well, yeah, he fucking just lets his family be in danger. Doesn't care. He's like, I'll do a 1/4 mile with my son in the truck.
Right?
It's like it doesn't happen, but it will in one of the movies eventually.
Hey, Brian, come work with me. I know you have like a family with an upcoming kid and a kid already.
Right? He's like, let's get O'Connor. Fuck it. His family doesn't need him.
Like, I don't know. He's a fucking criminal. And they, how do they find Vin Diesel? How did they do that?
Oh, yeah, literally, this fool comes in, and they're like,
what fool?
Shaw.
Uh-huh.
And Hobbs comes in fucking heated. I think, this when he punches the wall, or is that after they lose the nuclear fucking football?
No, that's after Statham was dead.
Yeah, he punches a fucking wall in. We'll talk about that.
Statham didn't die yet.
No. So they fucking, he walks in, he's like, how are we gonna find this sumbitch? He's like, I got a plan. Fucking type, wanker. Found him. Secret planes. It's like, okay. It's like, Jason Statham, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Or doing.
He's just sitting there typing, looking at pictures of planes.
He's Pink Panther, Fast and Furious.
And then he doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
He's just like, all right, you found him? New York.
I know, right? And what pops up? The fucking, MTV music video word art on the water.
Yeah.
We're in New York now.
Damn near expected to hear, New York. Like, as they're flying over Toretto driving his fucking SS.
That he's just repainted like the 19th time.
Yeah, and he's a fit like a machine gun in this one or some stupid shit like that this time.
Yeah.
He's got like a rocket launcher or some way he can fight other cars. No, he actually doesn't need weapons on his cars. He can just use his car.
Yeah. Well, that's all he's ever needed is his car.
And luck.
Yeah.
And family.
And he can morph his body to take any hit or any kind of fire. That's why he's a gooback.
Because he is a fucking sack of potatoes, bro.
He is a potato.
He's fucking Mr. Potato Head. He's a real life Mr. Potato Head on a frumpy weightlifter's body.
Yeah, so then they take Tyrese to a fish factory. He's like, shit, this shit ain't fried fish. I'm out of here.
He's like, this ain't catfish in here? What the fuck? What kind of nasty ass shit is this? Real food.
He's like, yo, that Bentley better come with some motherfucking room service too, bro.
It's like, that shit got fucking ribs in it?
It was colored a rib. It was like rib colored.
Yeah, it was like red and like white, right?
Yeah.
So it just looked like a
The
rib with a
bone
bone.
and
Yeah. He got a rib colored car. Are you kidding
Bentley.
me? A Bentley.
Because, of course, they had to have Tyrese pick the flashy whip. The flashy foreign whip that was impractical, right? Because that's not a fucking stereotype.
I mean, he
right?
does it like 4 fucking times in this movie.
That's what I'm saying. And Ludacris is like, yo, this is heaven.
He's like, oh, bro, that's a tank.
He's like, I'm a nerd now. Gave up my Mac Dre haircut.
This is
Shut
heaven.
the fuck up.
He's like, what kind of CPUs do you got in that computer there, bub?
Yeah, and they all pick their cars or whatever. We see like that mini tank that's the shit.
Yeah.
And of course that had to come with an explanation like every other fucking Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, he's like, this special car right here came from the government.
And of course he's like, hey, none of you black guys can drive the flashy cars. All right? That's basically what he said.
He's like, this is New York. We're not trying to get you choked out.
Now is that when The Rock like talks to fucking what's his name? Shaw?
No.
Jesus, that was terrible.
First,
that was a super space out. Is that when The Rock talked to Shaw?
No, not quite yet. It's first Dom.
Well, first off, Tyrese says that Blanta line.
That's true. He's like, you're like Black Santa to another black guy, and the other black guy's like, shut the fuck up. But no, next scene is when Toretto fucking misfires his car on purpose.
Right.
And then he meets Shaw's mum.
And
she's like, I'll sit in my cuppa.
I'm fucking thirsty.
I'm fucking thirsty. You know what I can do? He's like, yeah, I'm hoping you'll do it to my butthole.
And this is how he talks too, is he's like squinching his neck into his shoulders. So he looks more like a Vienna fucking sausage.
Right? How is he like in shape with a double chin, bro? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I'm telling you, he can morph his body into things.
Yeah. He's ditto.
He that's the plan where he gives her the cross, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Fast and Furious, you have a real thriller going on.
Yeah, because he talks to the mom. He's like, yeah, I can get you your son's back. Here's a fucking watch.
Basically. And he had to explain that whole shit about his son. He's like, first time I saw my son was in a glass cage, and there was like 17 different times where I could have been in jail. But you don't know what that feels like.
He's like, surprisingly, I wasn't on the wrong side of the glass cage when I saw my son.
I would have had my son pull his first lick when he was 1.
I was going to have him steal a fucking scoot and sit and scoot.
We're going to rob a Kellogg's truck. Cereal for days. My son can eat.
I set up tricycle races on
Was he wearing a fucking jean vest? That motherfucker. His jean vest, his khaki vest, so he looks even more like just a khaki, like, dildo tech deck looking motherfucker. He looks like the tech deck logo.
He's a thumb with clothes on. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's like an old like a little moldy thumb.
He's a mole rat.
Yeah, and that's how it goes or whatever. And he got away with it because, apparently he had the Cuban coming. He's like, oh yeah, it's not a quarter mile, it's a fucking 10,000 mile travel from here. Where'd you contact me from, bro?
He's like, I swam, man.
I swam, I got my freedom.
He's like, as always.
Well, because he's Leona Cespedes, so if you had Cespedes as this shit, I would have liked the movie a lot better.
That would have been hilarious.
Cespedes was the Cuban guy.
I don't think that they have baseball players make good actors.
So where did he fucking come from? How did he contact that motherfucker, and where did he come from? And how was he able to, in time, fake a job and take like a fucking, what do you call it, a industrial vehicle, and get all of that planned out while Vin Diesel was getting caught up in his bullshit?
Yeah, because at this point, like, you could say that Vin Diesel did it before.
When he was making his cross, his ruby cross.
Yeah, but at the same time, Vin Diesel didn't even make the Shaw plan until he saw Shaw later. So you're completely right. There's no reason that guy should... If anything, it should have been the dreadhead and the fucking complainer.
And they're gay with each other.
And they're gay with each other, yes. They do come in. They have another job in this movie, which...
That is the Key and Peele, where if they were the baseball skit, where the guy actually turned him gay.
I'm a baseball player.
I'm a baseball player. I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Oh, shit. You're right. It is. It's a chubby one and a fucking thin one. Although the thin one is still chubby.
And then we go to Shaw and Rock talking. And Rock basically tries to call him out. He's like, oh, you had fucking some stripes from the British government. You must be pretty thug with it. Jason was like, oh, it sounds pretty familiar, don't it? I wipe my ass. It looks the same color poo as yours, doesn't it?
He's like, every day I tried. I fucking love my country. And my mum. For a trainer? He's like, sounds like a similar story, doesn't it? How the fuck did a Black Ops guy go to jail?
He called him out.
Yeah.
And that's when The Rock was like, oh yeah, I am kind of a scumbag. And I'm like a shitty dad as well. I've been away from my daughter for like the last 2 weeks. And you would assume, what I thought was that The Rock was a single father. Because probably Tyrese or Ludacris hit his wife while he was gone.
Well, he's also a cop.
Yeah.
And all fucking military men are fucking single fathers at one point.
Yeah, because they get cheated on by their wives.
Yeah, because
and they go crazy. They either kill them or they fucking go through depression because somehow, even though they're a yoked 6-foot dude, they feel like they don't get bitches because they're in the military.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And if you don't believe that, watch the one movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Tobey Maguire, Where it's
Jarhead?
like his brother goes away to the army
yeah.
and like he got heated that his brother may have fucked his wife because she thought he was dead.
That
When it's like, bro, the only person I would be cool with fucking my wife if she found out I was dead would be my brother.
Yeah. Because at that point,
Like-
you're like, fuck, he's as good as me.
And it's not like that guy. I watched the movie. It's not like that guy, his brother was that bad of a person. He just smoked a little weed and went to prison because he was an asshole.
Much like everyone in the Fast and the Furious.
Maybe he was mad because he thought he got some Aaron Hernandez ass in jail.
He's like, I thought I was going to be in this movie series.
That's what Jason said. Was I've been in there. I saw Aaron Hernandez kill himself. I was his gay lover.
I tied the rope.
I fucked his dead body after.
What you saying to me, mate? Governor.
I recorded it for me, Mom.
Sent it home. Behind the glass wall. My brother's an idiot.
And that's when we see, Rock and him go at it. And
Rock says the best line
The
ever.
Rock says the best line where I honestly felt like that was an ad-libbed line. And it just broke Jason Statham. They were like, all right, let's just have that. Because it's essentially those characters became friends because of that joke.
Yeah.
Like Jason Statham was like, yeah, you taught me.
Oh, shit. That's right.
What do you say? He's like, I'm gonna punch your teeth so far down your throat that
I'll have to shove a toothbrush. You'll have to shove a toothbrush up your ass to brush your teeth.
I swear to God, in the sixth one, he said you could break all 6 fingers and shove them right up your ass.
Dude, he
swear
just
he
says
said
a
that.
lot of shit.
He says WWE shit. Just imagine a mic in front of his fucking mouth every time he's in a movie.
Oh, God, and McMahon around there somewhere, hanging out.
McMahon was the greatest WWE announcer ever. Don't disrespect.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then they go get Dom, right? How did they find him again? I believe that's
first they use the God's
Kurt
Eye to
Russell
find a Russian.
I don't remember that.
Remember they fucking, they give them their cars, and they're, like, working on them. Then in the plane, they're like, okay, we need to find the minister, fucking, Cypher says we need to find the Minister of Defense. And they find her, and Shaw starts chasing him down. And then when they realize he's raising hell is when they dip to go find him.
Oh, okay, so they just go where the Prime Minister is, essentially.
Yeah, so this is when they do the fucking Autobot scene.
The auto cars. That shit was raw.
That shit was sick.
It was dope. And like I said, Fast and Furious is that kind of movie that you have to see on screen, like in the theaters.
Yeah, nothing I could say would describe the scene properly.
No, but I'm saying, if you just waited to, like, people are like, oh, I can get it on Netflix.
Unless they have a big-ass TV.
Man, you better have a fucking 180-inch. Because nothing is like the theater. Just, how about, if you don't like the theater, just go on a fucking Monday morning, like we did, skip work.
That'll be a dude.
Tell your boss to go fuck himself. I'm watching Fate of the Furious.
Oh,
It's got The Rock, Vin Diesel, and Jason Statham, and your boss will be like, oh, can I go with you?
And you'll be like, no. Fuck you.
How about if I jerk you off?
Oh, shit.
And they're like, all right. Raise plus the movie. Except for now you gotta jerk them off. So that kind of sucks.
Oh,
but,
shit. How much raise do you think you get for that?
But it's just one of the, like, these kind of scenes is the ones you have to go to the theater for. You just have to.
Yeah, they're way more intense when they're in the theater. The noise, the fucking, like, the way it sounds.
So
is
basically,
just so much better.
Fucking Dom puts on his Bane mask to cover up his frumpiness, and he has this little paper saw, and he threatens to kill them. And of course, like cowards, the politicians give up nuclear codes.
Yeah, the nuclear football, which is like, why do they call it that?
And why are motherfuckers driving around with that?
Bro,
as well.
I mean, that's sort of not unrealistic because they have to carry it around with them at all times. So if they have to go somewhere, it has to go with them.
Exactly. So they all... This might have been hilarious because after Vin Diesel takes the nuclear codes, he's about to drive away. He's like, yeah, I'm Vin Diesel. I did this all on my own. I don't need my fucking family.
He's like, fuck my family.
The cars, like, rev up. It's like a Power Rangers versus a bad guy scene.
Essentially,
all these different colored things fighting a black thing.
It's just one car facing, 5 cars, 6 cars, and they're all revving their engines at each other.
And Tyrese's talking back to the white guy. He's like, "Ha, white guy, you gonna die."
He's like, "I hope you die, bitch." He's like, "You gonna fuck up," and he fucks up.
Yeah, he does.
He opens up a lane for
Dom. And Vin Diesel,
escape.
being the magician superhero that he is, he knocks down some scaffolding and like ruins their whole plan.
Right.
Then they have to go find him again. And Jason Statham, of course, picking the fucking forest green European car.
Oh shit!
Like, and
reminds me of Mom's eyes. I don't know if her eyes are green.
They trap him in this, like, they shoot some shit at him.
Harpoons, essentially.
Yeah.
They shoot fucking harpoons at him, and they each try to fucking, like, draw and quarter him, essentially. Like,
yeah.
They just pull from all directions, hoping to stop him.
Yeah. And, of course, being the superhero he is and the unrealistic, non-impossible fucking 8,000 fucking horsepower, he beats them all.
Yeah, just by turning and backing up and going
because
forward
the first
again.
one to drop is Tyrese in his rib-colored Bentley.
Because he didn't want to get hit by the Bentley. So he didn't want the Bentley to get fucked up, so he tried driving backwards, and Vin Diesel was like, "You idiot, I'm just going to drive forward." And he flips him.
He flipped everybody.
Somehow, some fucking how, he has turned a car into a weapon once again.
And then how does he get caught up again? Who hits him? Was it
no.
The Rock?
So he has, I believe it's Tej is his name, right? Tez? Fucking Ludacris.
Yeah.
The Rock, not The Rock, but the other car, Letty. And he flips both of them, but by doing that, he flips his own car.
Oh, that's right.
And so he gets out and runs away, and Jason Statham chases him down, and he claps him.
Yeah.
He's like, "You thought this was a street fight? Where's your dildo?"
Because, as you saw in the last one, they actually went with hand-to-hand combat with wrenches.
And car pieces?
That's Fast and Furious for you.
That was a superhero? That was fucking Captain America.
Yeah, and he shoots him, supposedly, and The Rock's like, "Oh, shit, I care about you now." Fuck! And he, like, flexes his tits, and he's like, "Yeah, my head keeps wanting to go out of my neck. I gotta put it back in place." And Letty runs and grabs the nuclear codes as her eyebrows are separating by the minute. And in her, like, Rosita dress, like, was she wearing a dress?
No, I don't think so.
She wasn't? I thought she was wearing a dress for some reason.
She had, like, one of those frilly Spanish shirts, I think.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Yeah, she steals it from Dom, and, she's like, "I know you love me. I know you love sucking my cock. You're not going to shoot me." He's like, I'll shoot your vagina off.
He's like, "I can't shoot you, but I'm going to fucking hit you. Because you're a man, and I can."
And then that fucking wannabe UFC fighter shows up. Who is that guy?
He's some dude from fucking
some crusty
He's from
ginger.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He's, like, plays a dude in that, and that's all I know.
He just looks like a meth head.
He might be.
What's that show on Discovery Channel? Those dudes in the woods, the hillbillies.
The mountain men shit.
He looks like the Bush Boys, whatever the fuck they're called.
The Bush Boys. That would be the Australian version.
And he lets, like, essentially, he pulls a gun out on Letty or whatever. He's like, "What do you want? You want your dick off? You want one in the dome? What do you want?" And then that's when Toretto shows up. He's like, "I still love that dick."
He's like, "I'm gonna suck it tonight if I can."
And he threatens to kill the ginger, and he lets her go. Or she lets the briefcase go. And they dip off.
Yep.
And then Toretto fucking gets his actual hot wife shot.
Yeah, which is...
Didn't they get married?
She, like, punishes him, right?
Yeah, Charlie Stone's like, choice theory, here's my other philosophical rant.
And
Let me put my tits up against the glass. You think I'm hot yet?
What I want to know is he calls her Psychotica, right?
Yeah.
And the only reason I know this is because my brother listened to him. There's a band called Psychotica that had a white bitch with blonde dreads. I'm like, bro, that is the most loaded reach in the fucking world because no one knows that name.
That's crazy. Is she this is cutting in and out of, like, The Rock. That's when they meet back and they're like, "Did Shaw live? We need to keep this a secret." And everyone's like, "Yeah, don't tell The Rock he died." He gets butthurt about things like that. And The Rock people's elbows his fucking locker, whatever the fuck he does. That was that scene. And then we see Vin Diesel, that's when they cut him dying. She's like, "This is your doing." He's like, "My doing?
My doing?"
You need to learn.
He's like, "Once you take your foot off the tiger's neck, I'll fucking eat you." And she's like, I would prefer that, actually. No one's eating this puss in a minute.
And even then, like, yeah, he's like, I'll just rub my fucking knob head and my fucking nose in it.
See my head? It's also my dick. The mole is my clit.
Yeah, he's shaped like a vagina. Just folds and skin.
Beigeness.
Yeah, and I like this because there's actually something on the line. It's not just like, hey, you scumbags can get your freedom for 2 months till The Rock decides to get your candy ass.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bunch of
exactly.
jabronis. Why didn't he say jabroni or candy ass? Or say just candy ass jabroni.
Just say anything that makes you The Rock again.
Yeah.
I love The Rock.
But yeah, there's actually something on the line, and Charlize Theron actually does pretty solid because she actually does make me sort of feel like this isn't just a movie to show off car skills and Vin Diesel sucking himself off with The Rock ejaculating on his nasty mole on his head.
Oh shit! He's like, that's what
that.
feeds it. I never know where we're gonna go with this mole in my head. It's like GPS.
So you know what I mean? It's there's actually like a real storyline to this.
For this one, because she's about accountability for fucking.
It's not just a job to help the FBI
or steal money,
get their freedom, or steal money from a Brazilian politician. I was gonna say something a lot worse. And of course, she gives him her fucking philosophical rant about life and logic, and about how he's really just a dirty scumbag criminal. He doesn't really fucking care about anybody, and that he's a beige, ugly Vienna sausage looking at Latino Elmer Fudd brother. Fuckboy dwarf with
he's like 5'8".
He's like 6 foot actually.
Is he?
But like I said, I'm just kidding, but I'm not really, because that's what you look like. And you're a celebrity. You're in the public eye, so deal with it.
Right? Fuck him. Well, who cares about Vin
Diesel's... He produced Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad at
that.
So
I'm giving you credit for it, motherfucker, because that shit's raw.
But he was also
you look like an asshole.
Reddick and Triple X.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that was terrible.
And he also did The Pacifier.
Oh, God.
Which was for moms to fucking diddle themselves to, or their kids could fucking... their kids wouldn't turn around and watch them do it. Yeah, and she threatens him. She's like, and then Terrell's like, you better kiss my son's dick. Because I'm going to suck it before you do.
Oh, shit. He's like, it's the only thing keeping you alive.
Yeah, and then Kurt Russell shows up to the crew, and he's like, hey, here's my convenient exposition. There's a Russian base that we can go to, and that's where they're going now.
See, all fucked up, so...
And, being the fact that a Russian nuclear code was stolen here, no one's talking to each other. So you guys got to figure out, because military doesn't step in these kind of situations. We just call you guys. This isn't a superhero movie at all.
Yeah. He's like, you guys are here to handle our problems and fight and drive.
And then that's when The Rock says the corniest WWE line of all time. He's like, you can stop World War III? And then he looks at Brian's replacement, and he's like, are you ready to save the goddamn world?
Really?
He really said it like that, and I believed it. I wanted to fight for the world for The Rock at that point.
Wolf, Brian's replacement, fucking was like, yes, we will fight for the world and have whatever car you want.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Tyrese, being an idiot, chooses a Lamborghini to drive on ice.
God, I don't even want to. Yeah, and that's when you see in that scene. That's when that's when he's like, you see a bag of shit on your mama's front door. You don't make her eat it. You just throw it in her fucking face. Isn't that what The Rock said? Something like that.
So, I don't think that's at all what he says, but it's hilarious.
Then we prototypically see the black guys go out, and he's like, yo, man, what's up with your pubic facial hairs, bitch? Tell your bitch to holler at your boy.
And Ludacris is like, dude, I'm fucking way more famous
I don't
than
even
you
rap
are.
anymore, all right? And when I do, I can just talk about, like, Xboxes and aliens, and people will think it's hilarious.
So I'm Ludacris, and I talk like this.
And then they just show up to the military
just
base.
In Russia.
As Vin Diesel knows he's going to destroy a whole military base by himself.
And you see
that's essentially what happens. Charlize Theron sends no one else, no backup, just Vin Diesel. Vin Dieseling around.
In a car that has what, like an exhaust
19,000 horsepower, yeah.
Like literally fire coming out of it.
And of course they have Tyrese talk about his dick size.
Yeah, he's like, my dick's small
He's
out
like,
here.
shit, bro. I got a whole other lifestyle. You ask the bitches I fuck. Ask your girl over there, too. She's seen it when I was showering.
He's like, holla at your boy.
And Ludacris like, oh, come on, man.
I was like, well, there's too much information.
Come on, bro.
I'm not from the streets anymore. I don't need to hear this.
And then that's when they drive in after Vin Diesel, essentially. And The Rock goes, knock, knock. And they drive in.
No,
I was
literally.
like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Vin Diesel pops the EMP to get in because he has an EMP attached to his car, which
apparently shoots forward and didn't destroy the power in his car.
What's weird is because an EMP actually fries the shit. So apparently they just got power back.
So his car is EMP proof as well.
Might have
it's
no electronics. But he has the switches. You can have mechanical switches.
He had a GPS.
He had a phone.
He had cameras.
This is a very odd fucking movie. Like,
it's retarded. It's completely... He took down a military base. As if... Also, another thing is, we as America, if this movie was real, we as America let a group of criminals destroy a world military base for no fucking reason. Like, they fought the Russians and killed them.
Yeah, they did. They just walked... Like, literally... Like, what you see is fucking Vin Diesel does all this shit with the EMP, knocks the fucking sub out. And then they're just like, let's go, because we have authority to do this.
Right.
And we're just going to go fucking attack Russia now.
Exactly.
Like, U.S. sanction. But, like they always say, it's like, if you do this, it's off the books.
Yeah. And the European, the British black chick, she's like, hey, you can get me in there and I can type some things and it'll destroy itself. And Ludacris is like, hey, yo, you just get me in that submarine? Shit, I could do some shit. I'm black again. You like me, Tyrese?
Hope there's a studio in there. I want to record some shit. Take out the sub.
And they all go in there and start fighting. It's hilarious. So they get Ludacris in the submarine when he was acting like he knew what he was doing. He went with the two biggest fucking retards on the team.
Yeah, fake Paul Walker and fucking Tyrese. Who have not made
Tyrese, who tried to say Russian, he's like, look like.
And then he's like,
bro, is he just a walking fucking stereotype?
Literally, because he asks too. He's like, you get any of that? It's like, bro, you don't even know how the letters are
And then
pronounced.
when shit starts going down, the white guy's like, yo, did you find anything? He's like, man, I ain't finding shit. I'm hiding. Shit. I'm hungry, motherfucker. I'm looking for some food before I die. Shit.
I'm going to go down to the galley, get some shit. It's like, bro, like, where is he going to hide? You're on a sub. Might be the best form of hiding.
And the only protection they had for the most important thing, which was hacking out Charlize Theron, because she could have still taken over the submarine, as shown.
Yeah.
They show Letty beating up 3 guys. Killing one in the propellers, and The Rock shows up. He's like, oh, it's nasty like your dick.
He's like, that's gross.
That's really what he said. He does. He's nasty. And he just beat the fuck out of everybody, too. He just fucking... God damn it. The Rock is a shit, dude. Holy fucking shit. I can watch that motherfucker fight for hours.
He just runs at people, and he just knocks them out. Like, his choreography is like, be the Hulk.
Yeah. And Tyrese and the white guy pull the wrong chip, and everything's all, like, fucking up or whatever.
But they get the right one. Because he says the timer...
He's like, yo, you see? He's like, and that's what Tyrese does. He's like, yo, I didn't see shit. I'm holding on, motherfucker.
And this fool... This doesn't make sense as this fool goes, the timer will be in English. It's fucking time. It's numbers. They're all the same.
That is true. And then that's the scene where they escape, right? Because she starts the submarine and everybody's trying to, like... They know this secret hole that they could block, apparently, for this dildo to not go.
Oh, it's a bay lock or something.
Dildo submarine. And this is when it becomes Ninja Turtles Michael Bay fuckery.
This is jackassery at this point. This makes no sense what happens.
And all this time, Vin Diesel's, plotting his master plan. So then they drive on ice as Charlize Theron takes over her dildo submarine. She's like, yes, I've always wanted a dildo this size.
That I can control remotely from a plane.
And they're trying to stop the glory hole that it's trying to go into, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, they're shooting Russian military officers. The military of Russia is just doing what they're supposed to do. Somebody fucking invaded their base, and one car with 9,000 horsepower destroyed the whole base. and got exactly what it needed.
Exactly. But no, it's not the military. Remember, they're separatists.
Right.
They took over the base.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're fighting terrorists. Being superheroes again.
And of course we see Tyrese skeeting and skirting all over the fucking ice. He's like, "Ah, shit, bro! I picked an impractical car."
Lambo.
And of course Tyrese's car is the one that gets shot, right?
Yeah, like with a rocket, right? No, it goes like over.
And the Rock saved him. Is like, "Hey, shrinkage." That shit was funny.
No, first Ludacris pulls.
Because apparently everyone listened to Tyrese's monologue about his dick.
Everyone was paying attention, but no, first Ludacris pulls him out of the ice, water.
Yeah,
on his door.
Tyrese is like, "Hey, y'all, look at the camera. I ain't trying to swim."
I can't. No, and then he just like shoots the harpoon into his door and rips him out of the water.
Yeah, Jesus.
With his door.
With his door.
And he rolls.
His bulletproof door stopped a bunch of soldiers, which he knocks out and headshots 4 straight after that as he picks his pistol up.
He's like, "I know I only have 6 action scenes."
And they made it cool to just shoot military officers. They made that cool. That's why I love Fast and Furious. They are terrorists.
No, the people at the base are terrorists.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking that. That's right.
But I mean,
on some Star Wars shit, they're separatists. And then we see the Shaws show up on the fucking secret airplane, which I forgot how they even got there.
They show Shaw
They parachuted in there.
No, they have like jetpacks, bro.
They flew.
Yeah, they have fucking jetpacks, bro. But no, first they show that Shaw like he got shot with rubber bullets, I guess. Big mistake. And fucking he survived. Saw his mom. His mom's like, "Don't be such a wanker." He's like, "You're a wanker, Mom." And they wanked each other off. I ain't never had a good time. They're like, "You need to go with your wanker brother." He's like, "That wanker." And they look at each other when they take their helmets off, him and his brother, as they enter the plane. They're like, "Wanker." And he's like, "You're a wanker." I like this plane. It's like, "Don't be a wanker, Scarface. Wank." And the dude, like, how they all see a car and they like it. The other Shaw's like, and he talks like, wait, if he's like, "I think I'll like this plane." Like, "You fucking wanker, I'll fucking kill you." The door's open, brother. You have bad luck with planes and doors, you idiot. I tried to blow myself up in the last movie.
Oh, fuck, man.
I flipped out of an airplane. See me, Mum. My brother's an idiot. You have bad luck with planes, Scarface. That's how they get off the plane.
And they go on the plane to save Vin Diesel's baby, and this is where it just becomes complete superhero rapage.
This is dead. Fucking the pacifier. Is this a shout out to the pacifier, like what it could have been?
I don't know. And they show the flashbacks of Shaw getting saved by the Puerto Ricans, the gay Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, they came back.
And then they show the Cuban guy was in New York, which I'm still trying to figure out how that ever fucking happened. And then that's when the mom smacks him.
Yeah. Don't be such a wank.
And then he goes and he fucks. Jason Statham has his little kung fu fucking British fighting scene. He fucks a bunch of people up. The shit was pretty cool. Then he like saves the kid and fucking beats soldiers up or whatever they are with a kid in his fucking hand.
Yeah, he murders, like, the entire plane while moving the kid with him. Which, I mean, was sort of dumb. He could have just left the kid.
But it was somehow gripping.
Couldn't he have just left the kid there and murdered the whole plane?
And he calls him Governor.
That's
right. He calls the kid Governor.
It's like, music too loud for you, Governor. Not the gunshots.
And he always giving this kid, like, the weird look like he's acting towards the kid.
Right? Like the kid is the camera. You little wanker.
And The Rock, so then they show the separatists, right? Missile The Rock's car. The Rock's like, "Shit, we need to pray. Allegory time." Dom fucking flies off the mountain.
This is after Dom knocks
the khaki god.
Fuck out of that
cargo
redhead.
short god. The goo bag
cargo
god.
short. The goo bag god might be the best, but first Dom knocks the fuck out of that redhead. He kills him.
He kills him. He punches him to death.
He slams him, right? He slams on the hood of the car and just smacks him in the forehead and done. Right? I look my prey in the eyes before I eat their asshole.
Right, exactly, right? Yeah, but fucking Rock's like, "Yeah, we need a prayer." And not Moana.
I'm a god.
Okay. I pray to the tikis, nothing comes out of it. Wait, Vin Diesel kind of does look like a tiki.
Look, I know,
He looks like a pygmy god.
That's all Vin Diesel said?
And then as fucking Charlize Theron sees it, she's like, oh, this is my chance. Let me pull my dildo above ice. Starts fucking things up, and apparently cars can drive on crumbling ice perfectly to
sort
get out
of
of...
can?
It was some Ninja Turtle CGI bullshit.
Yeah.
That's sort of the things I don't fuck with in Fast and Furious is when it's all CGI bullshit.
Well, this one had a lot of CGI, but it wasn't as bad until this part.
Just this part.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, because most of it's pretty dope looking. Like, all of it was dope looking besides this. Besides this little part.
This part. Fucking...
I could take the rest of the bullshit. We've seen an EMP in a comic book movie because I'm accepting this now as a comic book movie.
It is.
And she unleashes her little dildos, torpedoes, and The Rock grabs a torpedo and guides it, slightly shuffleboard guides it into a fucking one of the Humvees.
He's like, take that, jabroni.
And meanwhile, Jason Statham's fighting with a baby, so it's pretty much that. And
you really about to shoot a baby?
Then she gets really pissed off. She's like, oh, fuck Vin Diesel. He's the reason why we're losing. She shoots a heat-seeking missile at him, which he avoids with a car.
Yeah, he's like, if I just do, like, the half pipe on the mountain, it'll fucking fly by me. And then what does he do? He drives it as the sub is coming out of the water to fucking hit the submarine.
He U-turns on a mountain.
So I'm saying he hit the
drives
pipe.
And then, like, gently nicks the submarine, not enough for his car could still fly off and avoid the explosion so that the hit-seeking missile will hit the submarine guaranteed and he could still get a jump start to his explosion. The greatest stunt in the history of mankind.
Right, and it is fucking ridiculous for an action movie like this that he destroyed a submarine with a heat-seeking missile that was chasing him in a car.
He beat a submarine and a base of military, whatever, separatists you want to call them, by himself.
Pretty much. Like,
because The Rock and them weren't doing shit to the submarine. That was all Vin Diesel.
Yeah, The Rock just fucking was praying to some fucking island thing. And Tyrese was hungry. And fucking Tej was like, hey, you like my facial hair, baby?
Yeah, because he had a fucking tank, yet he shot one tank.
Yeah,
one Humvee.
One, like, car. Which caused it to
Because he doesn't want to get too controversial.
Well, no, it flipped into another car and crashed into that, like, everything in fucking Fast and Furious. And Dom, to escape this explosion, what does he do for the, like, 1,000,000th time in this series and twice in this movie?
Yeah.
He fucking jumps out of a spinning car.
Jesus Christ.
And survives?
And survives the Ring of Fire. Then all of his mates, all of his group members, they surround him and that their flame retardant cars make it retarded.
Yeah, this was real retarded.
Saves him.
This put me back a little.
Well, and it's funny because of course Vin Diesel's never going to die. He's the fucking producer of the movie.
Well, that and as long as he's alive in real life, fucking he'll be in the movies.
Because the 10th one will be in space.
Imagine how easy it would be to CGI his face, though. Just put some mashed potatoes on a picture, and there's fucking Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd, and just throw some mashed potatoes on his face.
Oh, shit. They don't need to find his brother or anything.
And then Dom's like, I'm on my next mission. It's rabbit season. It's rabbit season in Mexico. And of course, they go back to being their delusional, crazy, batshit psychopath family.
Yeah.
Now with the kid from another dead woman's that they're going to take care of.
And everyone's
Letty's
cool.
still like, hey, like, I said, are you cool with my dick? I never said, are we going to have a kid? I just want to make sure you were cool with my dick, and you have been for years.
He's like, I wasn't saying we haven't talked about having kids like I wanted kids. I'm just saying you never brought up the fact I had a dick.
And he's like, I got so much to tell you. She's like, I know. He's like, I got so much dick sucking to make up for you.
She's like, yeah, you do. I'm going to come on your bald head right on that fucking mole.
And Tyrese is like, yo, there's some nuclearism. Ha ha!
I gotta get my selfie levels up. He said my young selfie levels up. Everything's young. He's like, this fucking asshole. Oh, shit.
Because he can say that because he's Samoan. And then it ends on a cookout. And I'm surprised Ice Cube didn't show up.
Today was a good day.
And of course, this is the funniest scene in the movie. the black guys are like, yo, can you finally pick, bitch, already? Like, oh, God, she was looking so good. They were like, yeah, can you pick already, bitch? And she's like, well, honestly, I like both of you. And they look at each other, they're like, ha-ha, we about to run train, bro.
Yeah.
We about to run train, dog.
And we met.
And she's like, no, it ain't like that. They're like, oh, shit, I prefer it.
And it's like, and we met on Black People Meet. That's our story.
And Vin Diesel, yeah, I guess I'd call Grace. I got an ugly child now. They somehow found a child uglier than I am.
Jason Statham walks up and he's like, you didn't think I'd steal this baby, did you? And he's like, and that's all the fucking Vin Diesel says to him. It's like some fucking, like,
some
Frankenstein shit.
Yeah.
Like, didn't think I'd keep my end of the deal, Toretto. You went and saw me, mum. Fucking wanker. I'll do karate on this baby. Said I'd bring you the baby. I never said I wouldn't rape it.
So you called me mom.
I can't believe you called me mom. You went and saw me, mom.
Did you touch my mom?
Did you see a Whisker Biscuit? I love that thing.
And that's the end of Fate of the Furious. One of the best movies I've ever seen in action category.
Yeah, I mean, not the highest ranked, but honestly, for dumb action, I think it's probably one of the better dumb fucking explosion, like Michael Bay action films.
And like I said, just watching Vin Diesel, try and portray a normal person is sort of weird.
Because he's fucking, he is just the grossest looking dude in the world. Watching him try to act is like watching a kid fucking drowning trying to swim. You're like, it's sad, but damn, that's sort of like...
And it's funny, too, because that other chick that plays his wife, she's a good actor.
Yeah.
Actor, maybe.
Wait, Letty or fucking... Letty or the Brazilian?
Letty.
Well, he's married to both of them.
Well, the one that fucking matters, the one that's in the story. The one that they're willing to kill off.
Yeah. Letty.
I think this movie was missing Paul Walker a little bit, but I could feel like they got over it. Because Paul Walker is the greatest action star maybe in history also.
It just sucked that he wasn't there in the sense that you don't have that stoner white guy anymore. It's like,
yeah, I almost had you, bro.
It's like, I almost got you, bro. Yeah, I missed the bullets, bro. What's up, cuz?
My pockets ain't empty, cuz.
Yeah. Don't talk about that, cuz.
Because he does say cuz in the Fast and Furious series.
What's up, bro? He says bruh.
He does.
Like hella in the earlier ones.
And I just... No matter what, bro, like I said, as a guy over 25, you can't not like these movies. They're retarded. They always will be retarded. But retardedly good.
In some weird fucking, like, ironic way.
Yeah.
It's like...
They know the movie's ironic. Vin Diesel knows it's ironic.
Yeah, it's like...
He's like, I believe people think I can do action anymore. My neck folds are taking over my chin. My head's slowly sinking in my body.
Oh shit! No, straight up though, like it's.
He looks like he looks like a dirty memory foam mattress.
Oh, he looks like a sock that someone came on. But not like one sock, like how people fold their socks and stuff one into the other one, and then they just came on that. Like they fucked that rolled up sock.
Yeah, like when he smiles in his jean vest, his Pinocchio jean vest with fucking. Jason Statham, would you rape me, mom? He's like, yeah.
Like, well, she's got syphilis, jokes on you.
Yes, and that's the fucking movie. That's why I gave it the score I did. To all you followers and listeners right now, fucking subscribe.
Yeah, just go on.
If you're on SoundCloud, follow, and like we have the lists up. We have them in order. We did all the movies in X-Men, Harry Potter, Star Wars, and the MCU. So just check them all out. It's a big backlog. So just take your time because they're set up like audiobooks, dude. Just listen to it and hopefully you'll enjoy the terrible things and filth that we're distributing to you.
Yeah, we're like a sewage pipe dumping into the ocean of podcasts.
I really like X-Men too. Get those up because apparently most people aren't really into X-Men.
They're not trying to prefer that, are they?
Well, when you have some purple asshole as your last fucking movie, why the fuck would you ever do that?
Yeah.
I guess maybe if you're a guy that likes to get young men drunk and touch them, I guess that's the kind of ideas you have in your head. But check all those out. I mean, like I said, this after this movie by May 1st, we will have the Fast and Furious series out.
Or starting at least, yes.
Yeah. How about just fucking subscribe and download all of our shit and make fake accounts. Cheat the system.
Cheat all the
Put us
systems.
on by you cheating. If you're
would
that
be
one
fucking
guy
great.
out there, to all the people in the Philippines and Germany, for you Filipinos,
We love you.
I love the beef and the chicken.
And of course the swimming pool.
All you people out in Germany, do some shit. Download some shit.
The pig farmers.
And make up a fuckload of accounts and leave a fuckload of fake reviews like, hey, you guys are sort of gay, and then give us 5 stars.
And leave it in German so we don't care what it says.
Oh, the pig farmer.
The pig farmer.
It's wonderful.
Ooh, wonderful.
And yeah, so if you follow on Twitter and Facebook, we're going to put out some shitty release schedule that we probably won't stick to.
Probably.
And that'll be out, so look out for that. And you can see all our fuckery on social media as well, because it is fuckery. And to you fucking podcasters that keep following and unfollowing, I will fucking hunt you down and shoot you in the head and your family in front of you.
Yeah, I will hang your children up and behead them.
Um,
I'll wait till your children have children. I'll do 3 generations of fucking up.
I'll make your kid. I'll wait till your kid is grown, and I'll buy a Porsche specifically so he can test drive it in an off-roading situation, and I'll make sure the back tires don't tread well, and he slips and dies.
And he's gonna hit a tree.
And if he's famous, look out, because I really will do that.
I hope he gets ejected from the car.
That's my order of opinion.